Hey everyone, welcome back to Game Center Crown. My name is Joy. This is Breath of the Wild, and we're outside Link's house in Hateno because I actually came by to drop off our final champion weapon here, Daruk's weapon. So now we have all the champion's weapons safe and sound in our home, and I just wanted to show you guys what that looked like because it's cool. Something else that occurred to me, also between last episode and this one, I put 4 of our spirit orbs into another heart container, so you can see that reflected in our health in the top left. Something else that occurred to me is now we can actually farm Dinral's scale and shards of his horn to upgrade our tunic. So I'm actually gonna go set up here, and while we're back here we can actually take a photo of this Leviathan back here, and that's another side quest. But anyway, I'm actually gonna change back into my flame breaker set. There we go. And that way, and while I'm thinking of it, do that as well. And warp over to Shoraha Shrine so that we can get as close as we can. And yeah, I'll let you know when I'm there. Alright, so I warped to that shrine, and I've made my way back over here. The Leviathan that we'd want to take a photo of is down here. And then we'd probably want to post up right through here to get Dinral's shit. And over there is sort of like no man's land. It's the end of the map. But anyway, we can come down here. And there's that Leviathan skeleton I'm looking at. And Dinral actually flies right past it. But you want to be up pretty high. There's also at least one Lionel over here. And at this point in the game, he's going to be a silver Lionel for us. So, come down here. And we're doing this for 2 reasons. One, we need a scale to activate the Spring of Power and get the shrine inside. And we also need 2 shards of Dinral's horn to upgrade our tunic to the final bit. So I'm actually gonna take a photo of that. And trust me, it'll be worth it when we pursue that side quest. There's the Elden Great Skeleton. I think there's actually a Korok buddy right here, if I'm not mistaken. Indeed there is. I found you. Bye-bye. And we can actually take off this stupid flame breaker armor. Do that. There we go. Actually, we might want to have it on when we go up to try and get shit from Dinral. Ooh, we got some silver bokoblins. Look at you guys. Aren't you guys fancy? Well, anyway. We don't want any beef with that now, do we? Come out here. Are you gonna charge me like an asshole? Yeah, you are. Okay. And really just up on one of these rocky outcroppings is where we want to be. I'm trying to think of the best one. I think it might be this one over here. Yes, the one next to the Lionel. Yeah. Yep, that'd be the one. Good shit. There he is. And that is... He has some gold weapons on him. Ooh, do not fucking look at me, sir. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. So I'm gonna come up here. And I'm gonna set up camp. And wait for our good buddy Dinral. We're gonna farm some parts. At least I think this is... Is this where I like to be, or do I like to be further down? Hold on. I think this is it. Yeah, because he rides right past the skeleton. Anyway. Let me set up camp here and get going. Alright, finally got Dinral to show up. So I was hanging out on this peak right here, but it turns out that Dinral has a better spawn rate if you're on this one. So I'm just gonna take this sticker and delete it and move it over here so we now know where the good shit is. But anyway, here's Dinral. And I'm wearing the flame breaker set just to give us some fire protection. Because, yeah, I was thinking, I'm like, I don't think I was that close to the Lionel when I was trying to farm this guy. You'll also notice it's 7:25 in the morning, so I've been standing here in the game all night waiting for this asshole to show up. And he has finally graced us with his presence. Come on over here, you scaly bastard. You mean-looking sucker. It looks a lot like Volvagia from Ocarina of Time, which I assume is not a mistake. Here we go. Ooh, you are flamey, ain't you? Alright. Oh. About to get real crispy up in this bitch. I don't even know if I hit him. Hit something. Did I get the horn, though? We'll see. That looks like a scale, which is fine. Dinral scale. The precious scale fell from the red spirit Dinral. It emanates a great heat. You can use it in cooking, but just eating it seems like a waste. Good shit. Okay, so we have our scale that we need to activate the Spring of Power. I'm gonna crawl back up and farm for the shards of the horn, and I will catch up with you guys when I have done that. Alright, I've already gotten one piece of Dinral's horn at this point. Now I'm going for the second. And the hardest part really is seeing through the fucking flames. Aside from that, pretty easy. And I'm hoping that counts as a horn piece. Please, dear God. Oh, don't go into the chasm. Yeah, thank you. Okay. And from what I saw, that looked like it registered as a piece of a horn. We're gonna find out for sure here in a second. Yes, that is. Shard of Dinral's horn. This shard chipped and fell off the red spirit Dinral. Its horn is said to be the crystallized power of fire itself. It sells for a high price, but rumors say there is some other use for it. Indeed. So that is farming Dinral if you need to farm him. Right here. Zoom out a little bit. That's exactly where you want to be, exactly where that star pin is. So what I'm going to do is we actually need to hit up the Spring of Power. So I'm going to come here to Katosa Aug Shrine next to the Eastakala Stable. And that will get us pretty close. And then we can go drop that scale in there, open up that shrine, collect our Spirit Orb. And then we are actually going to head to Hyrule Castle. And we are going to get that memory that takes place outside of Zelda's bedroom. Thereby completing the Captured Memories main quest. And then we're going to go by Impa and let her know that we got the Divine Beast and also all the memories. And she's going to give us a final memory. And it is a good one. So definitely stick around for that. But I will meet you guys when I get to the Spring of Power. Alright, we are back at the Spring of Power. Equipped with a scale from Dinral this time. So, pull that out. And there we go. Your path has shown itself. Now go forth. Just that easy. Just hunt down an ancient dragon. Steal its scales. Find the Tsutsua Nima Shrine. And we're gonna get ourselves a blessing. Which is good, because we have much bigger fish to fry this episode. Oh, you guys, I'm so excited for you to see these final two memories. They're good, and they have our girl Zelda in them. Why is this not a blessing shrine? Leave it to the Shrine of Power to be a major test of strength. I'm so upset right now. Hold on. God. I actually don't know what would be better. Our hood or our diamond circlet, because it's guardian resistance. Maybe, yeah, let's do that. This is such bullshit. I'm so mad right now. Okay. Major test of strength done, finally. Ugh. Ugh. Give me my weapons and shit. I want all of these good weapons. What do you mean I can't hold that? This one has been beeping at me that it's been fried for 10 years. Give me that good shit. Give me that good shit. Use that one up before we use a good guardian shield up. Ugh, that makes me so mad. Please tell me we get something good. We get a flame spear. Not good enough, but we'll take it with us, I guess, because we have the room for it. Okay, now that that fresh hell is done with, I'm actually going to put Majora's Mask back on. And put a weapon that is single-handed, or just something quicker. Anyway, so where we're headed now is right here. We're headed right here in Hyrule Castle, so we want to get as close as we can. The Noya Neha Shrine looks like it's about as close as we can get to Hyrule Castle at the moment. There is actually a shrine in sort of the underbelly of Hyrule Castle that we can use to warp into. In this trip, we're specifically going for the memory. The Hylian Shield is also in Hyrule Castle. We will be getting that at a later date, likely, depending on how today goes. It really depends, because by the time we're deep enough to get the Hylian Shield, we're like really in it to win it. And not for nothing, the Hylian Shield is probably the best shield of the game. It has the highest durability of any shield in the game. So, ooh, I forgot that this had a little stash of good shit. Pick up some wood. There's some other barrels and stuff in here, but right now, we are most concerned with getting to the area outside Zelda's bedroom. And it's quite treacherous. This is the first time we've actually we're going to be entering Hyrule Castle proper. So we're actually going to get a little cutscene. A very, very small cutscene when we get up there. And I'm actually wondering, is there any... Yes, it looks like there's bird eggs up here. These are harder to find, so I'm going to stop and grab some, if you don't mind. But yeah, right now... Just making our way over, trying to make the clearest path to Zelda's room that we can. And her diaries and stuff are in there, so we're absolutely going to stop and read that as long as we're outside of her room. Today is a Zelda episode. We're going to see Homegirl in all her glory. Oh, fuck me. I did not realize this was a fucking Talus. No, not today. Hyrule Castle West, Stone Talus. Yeah, no thank you. Oh, that's a Guardian. Cool. Okay. Yeah, so there's a lot of treacherous shit. Here's Castletown Prison, or at least what's left of it. That's over here. And I'm actually going to get up on this wall so I have a straight shot. And here we go. Despite being aimed at, here we go. Ooh. Oh, it's not going to give us the cutscene, I guess. But the music does change. And we get this bitchin' map of Hyrule Castle. Oh, here we go. Hyrule Castle, and that golden light was none other than our homegirl Zelda. Woo! Okay. Yeah, there are Hella Guardians around here, which makes perfect sense. And I just... Yep, okay. We could probably Rivali's Gale up. That's where we're headed, this tower. Okay. And I'm gonna be quiet so that you can hear the music, because it is quite good. So yeah, the music is really cool in this area. It actually goes into more of an organ type configuration once you actually enter the castle proper. Sort of like Ganon's playing the organ like from Ocarina of Time. Is the thought that I'm thinking is behind that. And I really should have kept just one more Rivali's Gale. Oh god. Ooh, that was a bit close. Okay. Okay, I didn't realize it could rapid fire like that. My bad. My fucking bad. There we go. So just to show how powerful those ancient arrows are, took 1,500 pieces of health down with one shot to the eye, and you can just see these massive pools of malice everywhere. But, ooh, if I didn't get caught on that damn stair. But right up there is the memory that we want. And this is actually Princess Zelda's room. And there's this big-ass moblin. But he's not gonna mess with us. But yeah, this is it. This is Homegirl's room. Up here is actually something really interesting. Question mark. This is a Royal Guard's bow. This prototype Sheikah-made bow was designed to fight the Great Calamity. Made with ancient technology, it boasts a high rate of fire and firepower, but has low durability. So all of the Royal Guard stuff is sort of made out of this ancient material. I think it's really interesting that Zelda had a prototype bow in her room, you know, because she does have this history throughout the franchise of being a really talented archer. So, pretty cool. And we have a bundle of 5 arrows. Stop acting like you're gonna hit me, fam. Anyway. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any real Easter eggs around here, other than her diary. And also that bow. Oh, we have a little treasure chest over here. Silver rupee. Sorry, Zelda, taking your allowance.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Oh, now you're ready. Anyway, over here is Zelda's diary. We're gonna read Zelda's diary. First page. After meeting with the champions, I left to research the ancient technology, but nothing of note came of my research. The return of Ganon looms, a dark force taunting us from afar. I must learn all I can about the relics so that we can stop him. If the fortune teller's prophecy is to be believed, there isn't much time left. Ah, but turning over these thoughts in my head puts me ill at ease. I suppose I should turn in for the night. P.S. Tomorrow my father is assigning him as my appointed knight. I set out for Goron City today to make some adjustments to Divine Beast Va Rudania. I still recall feeling his eyes on me as I walked ahead. The feeling stayed with me so long I grew anxious and weary. She's talking about us, staring at her silently. It is the same feeling I've felt before in his company, and still not a word passes his lips. We learn why Link is mute in this diary entry, just so you know. I never know what he's thinking. It makes my imagination run wild, guessing at what he is thinking but will not say. What does the boy chosen by the sword that seals the darkness think of me? Will I ever truly know? Then I suppose it's simple. A daughter of Hyrule's royal family, yet unable to use sealing magic. He must despise me. I said something awful to him today. That memory when we rode up on her when she was trying to open the shrine. This is that. My research was going nowhere. I was feeling depressed, and I had told him repeatedly not to accompany me. But he did anyway, as he always does, and so I yelled at him without restraint. He seemed confused by my anger. I feel terribly guilty, and that guilt only makes me more agitated than I was before. I am unsure how to put today's events into words. Words so often evade me lately, and now more than ever. He saved me. Without a thought for his own life, he protected me from the ruthless blades of the Yiga clan. So this is that memory when I said, you know, things sort of started to take a change. Is outside Kaza Bazaar. Though I've been cold to him all this time, taking my selfish and childish anger out on him at every turn, still he was there for me. I won't ever forget that. Tomorrow I shall apologize for all that has transpired between us. And then I will try talking to him, to Link. It's worth a shot. Bit by bit, I've gotten Link to open up to me. It turns out he's quite a glutton. He can't resist a delicious meal. When I finally got around to asking why he's so quiet all the time, I could tell it was difficult for him to say, but he did. With so much at stake and so many eyes upon him, he feels it necessary to stay strong and to silently bear any burden. A feeling I know all too well. For him, it has caused him to stop outwardly expressing his thoughts and feelings. I always believed him to be simply a gifted person who had never faced a day of hardship. How wrong I was. Everyone has struggles that go unseen by the world. I was so absorbed with my own problems, I failed to see his. I wish to talk with him more and to see what lies beneath those calm waters, to hear him speak freely and openly. And perhaps I too will be able to bare my soul to him and share the demons that have plagued me all these years. Father scolded me again today. He told me I'm to have nothing more to do with researching ancient technology. He insisted that I focus instead on training that will help me awaken my sealing magic. I was so frustrated and ashamed, I could not even speak. I've been training since I was a child, and yet, Mother passed the year before my training was to begin. In losing her, I lost not just a mother, but a teacher. Mother used to smile and tell me, "Zelda, my love, all will be well in the end. You can do anything." But she was wrong. No matter how I try or how much time passes, the sealing power that is my birthright evades me. Tomorrow I journey with Link to the Spring of Power to train, but this too will end in failure. Such is my curse. I had a dream last night. In a place consumed by darkness, a lone woman gazed at me, haloed by blinding light. I sensed she was not of this world. I don't know if she was a fairy or a goddess, but she was beautiful. Her lips spoke urgently, but her voice did not reach me. Would I have heard her if my power was awoken? Or was my dream simply a manifestation of my fears? I am sure I will know the answer soon, whether I wish to or not. I turned 17 today. That means this is the day I will finally be allowed to train at the Spring of Wisdom. When Link arrives, we will set out for Mount Lanayru. The other champions will accompany us there. I have not seen my father since he last scolded me. Things are too strained now. I will meet with him when I return. Actually, I've had a horrible feeling ever since that weird dream. No one would believe a failure of a princess, but right now, for no particular reason, I am filled with a strange and terrible certainty that something awful is about to happen. Woo, girl. What, dude? What? I see you with your blade of duality. You ain't shit. So, something really interesting to note is that Zelda and Link both have anxiety and depression, like straight up. Link dissociates constantly. That's why he's not speaking. That's how he deals with it. And then Zelda, you know, is just angry and frustrated and just a wreck all the time. And, you know, obviously they have this huge burden on their shoulders. But she mentioned Father scolded me again today. We have not seen a memory where the King of Hyrule has scolded Zelda. Until now, motherfuckers, here we go. Here's the memory.
Incredible. We're at a point now where we can actually control them. At the current rate, we'll soon know all we need to know about the Guardians and the Divine Beasts. And should Ganon ever show itself again, we'll be well positioned to defend ourselves.
What are you doing out here, Zelda?
I was assessing the results of the experiment with the Guardians. These pieces of ancient technology could be quite useful against
I know that. They are essential to Hyrule's future, and our research demands that we keep a close eye on them. However, as the princess, you currently have a crucial unfulfilled responsibility to your kingdom. Let me ask you once more, when will you stop treating this as some sort of childish game?
I'm doing everything I can. I'll have you know that I just recently returned from the Spring of Courage, where I offered every ounce of my prayers to the goddess.
And now you are here wasting your time. You need to be dedicating every moment you have to your training. You must be single-minded in unlocking the power that will seal Calamity Ganon away.
I already am. Don't you see? There's nothing more I can do. My hope is that you'll allow me to contribute here in whatever way I can.
No more excuses, Zelda. Stop running away from your duty. As the king, I forbid you to have anything to do with these machines from this moment on, and command you to focus on your training. Do you know how the gossip mongers refer to you? They are out there at this moment, whispering amongst themselves that you are the heir to a throne of nothing but failure. It is woven into your destiny that you prove them wrong. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Final memory. You found the location of all 12 pictures. And also we discovered that Zelda's dad is a festering dick blister and he deserved to die. Anyway, this is Princess Zelda's study. And here's a blooming silent princess. Just gonna take that. We also have her research notes over here with a lot of drawings of guardians and whatnot. Here's Zelda's research notes. Yes, we will be reading this. Today I met with Impa of the Sheikah tribe and began my research into the ancient technology in earnest. Impa introduced me to Purah and Robbie, other respected members of her tribe. Tomorrow I embark on an excavation with them. We hope to find ancient tech with which to operate the guidance stones. Today we uncovered some ancient technology that we believe may have the power to control the guidance stone. It is a rectangular object, small enough to be held in my two hands. Sheikah text is featured prominently on it. It is made of an unknown material, but we believe it is the same as the shrines scattered across each region. Impa proposed that I hold on to it for now. I hope that it leads to some new developments in our research. The stone relic we discovered has been named. We are calling it the Sheikah Slate. We have not found any mention of a name for this object in the records we have unearthed so far. Nevertheless, Purah insisted we call it the Sheikah Slate, as the relic is a slate made by the Sheikah tribe. Feels a bit on the nose to me, but it was not a fight that I thought I could win. We did it. We were finally able to restore some functionality to the Sheikah Slate. We have discovered that the stone slate is capable of producing images, perfect likenesses of the things you pointed at. Unlike normal pictures drawn by hand, this requires no artist to capture anything in perfect detail. I deeply admire the accomplishments of Sheikah technology. Still, I know there is more to learn. There must be. We believe the Sheikah Slate may have a function that will allow it to control the guidance stone. We must continue our research, and quickly. We have started training the champions who will pilot the divine beasts. It may sound rude that I found this unexpected, but Mipha mastered the controls with surprising ease. Daruk struggled at first, but eventually got the hang of it. Urbosa and Revali both managed just fine as well. I can finally see the light of hope in our fight against the rising calamity. Robbie has restored mobility to many of the Guardians we've excavated. But we have still yet to find all of the Guardians. Records mention a greater number of them, and even other types. They are said to be stored in 5 giant columns that rest beneath Hyrule Castle. The thing is, no matter how I search beneath the castle, I can't seem to locate these columns. They must be buried deep. Were they perhaps designed to sense the appearance of Calamity Ganon and to only activate upon his return? Countless ancient structures are being discovered across Hyrule, but all attempts to enter them have failed. Records indicate that these are facilities designed to train the hero who is fated to combat the Calamity. But the crucial activation mechanism remains a mystery. Is the Sheikah Slate the key to activating them? That is Purah's theory, and I concur, and yet my experiments so far have been fruitless. Still, we must exhaustively investigate all means of opposing the Calamity. We must not give up, no matter what. I spoke with Purah about the Shrine of Resurrection we discovered earlier. As we speculated, this particular shrine is in fact a medical facility with the power to heal. It also has a long-term stasis function that can be activated and maintained until healing is complete. In the war against the Calamity 10,000 years ago, were the injuries so great as to necessitate such a facility? If so, I will remain uneasy until we have made all adjustments necessary to restore it to full working order. I can only pray that even if Calamity Ganon returns, our battle will not require the Shrine of Resurrection's power. Well, keep hoping and praying. So something really interesting to note here is that Zelda is trying her best. We know this. We really know this after this. Did not mean to take a capture there. I meant to hit the map. We can leave the area with X. Yes, please. Because we need to go see Impa. But she's trying her best. She is unable to unlock her sealing power, and not for lack of trying. She said this to her dad. She said this to us. She said it in her damn journal. We know this. We know that she loves ancient Sheikah technology, that she really is a scholar at heart, and that she's very bright and very smart and very passionate about this, and also because it has the dual purpose of helping her figure out this thing with Calamity Ganon. So to have her dad... Hyrule Castle Town ruins... We're gonna warp the hell away from this directly to Kakariko. Specifically Taloneg Shrine. So she's already anxious. She's already depressed. She hates herself. She's incredibly insecure. And she thinks of herself as a failure already. So for her dad, somebody who she really respects, to be like, you know what people call you? They call you a failure and an heir to a throne of nothing. And by the way... King's decree, you're not allowed to take part in this thing that gives you pleasure and that you really enjoy and that you really feel is a help. You're not allowed to do that anymore. That's really devastating in so many ways. And Zelda's only like 16 going on 17 in that memory. So, you know, not only is it devastating just to a person, but, you know, to a young person who is still very much a child in many ways. Yeah, it's really upsetting to see that happen to her when we know that she's been doing her damn best. And I'm gonna take my mask off just for cutscene value. And Impa, bitch, we are home. So the sword has been returned to its rightful owner. Huh, just as I expected of you, hero. The sword that seals the darkness is your counterpart. So long as that blade is at your side, you shall wield enormous power. The princess risked everything for you in that sword. Do not forget that, and do not waste this chance. Ah, that's right. I sense it. Their presence. Daruk, Urbosa, Revali, Mipha. 100 years ago, I put my life on the line to fight alongside everyone. But I could not protect them. They died without fulfilling their destinies. I have lived all this time thinking they died in vain. But this energy I feel from their presence, it seems they have not given up. I can also sense that they were all overjoyed to see you again. Now you all serve the same purpose. Now is the time to attack Calamity Ganon while he is weak. Hurry to the princess. Go, now. I know where Hyrule Castle is, homie. I believe you will find Calamity Ganon in Hyrule Castle. No, you think? Even with blessings of the divine beasts on your side, you must be careful. Calamity Ganon will be well protected. Be prepared for anything. By the way, how are you faring thus far? Shit sucks. No, all 12 pictures already? You visited every place? Then I suppose it's time. I will reveal the location of the final memory. Here is what happened. Lady Zelda gave me specific instructions. She asked me to wait to show you this. This is the final picture. Does it look familiar? From this village, you should be able to get there in a half-day's time. Now go, child. Seek out what Lady Zelda has shown you. Complete. Free the divine beasts. And we have one final memory here, and I believe I know where that is, but I'm going to double check. Also, we have not checked in with Purr's diary in a while. The last time we were here, she only had one entry. It looks like Paya's diary. Must not look, must not look. First page. Grandmother says that she conspired with Princess Zelda and Auntie Purra 100 years ago. They decided to put a lone swordsman into a long sleep in order to prepare for an event that was foretold. Since then, Grandmother has been waiting for him to reappear after all these years. I, too, pray that he comes soon, for the sake of Hyrule and for Grandmother's sake as well. After sleeping for ages, Master Link has finally awoken. It seems his memory is completely gone. But that hardly mattered to Grandmother. I believe this is the first time I've ever seen her quite so happy. Master Link himself looks so gallant. He is the very picture of the hero I always imagined. His blonde sideburns flow like a golden waterfall over his dignified, pointy ears. And the way his hair is so perfectly parted to the side. Wow. I don't know why, but my heart won't stop beating a mile a minute. I must admit that I'm still not great at interacting with young men. But I think I'm finally able to speak to Master Link while looking him in the eyes, those wonderful eyes. Naturally, I still get a little embarrassed, but I can't help it. I always follow his gorgeous gaze with my own. I blame his beautiful blue eyes. Ugh, this is also strange. I wonder if Master Link is in love with Princess Zelda. If so, I think they suit each other quite splendidly. If they became a couple, I'd give that pairing my full support. I personally would not, because I think of them more as like soul brother and sister who are like linked by this terrible destiny. But anyway, that's just me. In this household, we don't ship Zelink. Anyway, though just the thought of that makes my heart hurt. God. Link X Paya. Anyway, I wonder if I'm coming down with something. I'll ask Grandmother for some medicine tomorrow. Girl, you're just having a heartbreak. When I asked Grandmother for some medicine, she just sat there with a grin on her face. I went to Kato and Dorian to ask them what they meant, but they just grinned at me too. In the end, I wasn't able to get any medicine. Yeah, you're a lovesick puppy. I spoke to Grandmother about what's been weighing on my mind lately. For the first time, my heart knows what it means to love. Though it may be a love that is never shared or returned, just having it for myself is gift enough. Seeing him brings me great joy. I bet he has that effect on everyone. I have only gratitude towards him for showing me what it's like to feel this way about someone. Damn. Damn, Paya. That's some real deal. That's some ride or die shit you got going on there. Okay, this memory. It's going to be near Hateno. So there's Hateno village. What do we got? Yeah, let me see here. Hateno. Fort Hateno. I feel like it's going to be like right here in the middle. So I'm going to warp here. And we're going to go get that final memory. And this is a good fucking memory, dude. You do not want to miss this one. It is the memory. Okay, I have warped and grabbed Epona from the stable nearby. Sorry, excuse me. Big twin bridge. And we are gonna go track down this goddamn memory. If I ride the right way. Holy shit, sorry. Yep, okay. And then we're gonna go right. Okay. My bad. Sorry, dude. Look alive. And it really should be in the middle here. Okay, because it was a bunch of wrecked guardians. So let's look around here. We're looking... Oh! Here it is. The memory that Zelda wanted us to see.
Save yourself! Go! I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. Run! Was that the power? Huh? No! Link, get up! You're going to be just fine. Sword. So he can still be saved?
Princess!
Huh?
Princess, are you all right?
Take Link to the Shrine of Resurrection. If you don't get him there immediately, we are going to lose him forever. Is that clear? So make haste and go. His life is now in your hands. Link. 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 You have recovered all of your memories of us from 100 years ago. I am here, inside Hyrule Castle. It is now time for you to defeat Ganon.
And we have completed our captured memories and seen the moment when Zelda's power awakened. Fuck yeah, baby girl, take charge. Epona, help! Come, please. But yeah, the sword spoke to her. Fi from Skyward Sword spoke to her. Told her to, you know, that he could still be saved. To bring his ass to the Shrine of Resurrection and also to replace her in the pedestal so she could regenerate. And that's that. This episode has run really long, but it was a good lore episode for baby girl Zelda. We're gonna come get you, girl. But now that we have done all the divine beasts, all that remains for us now are the remaining shrines. So yeah, I'm gonna go do the shrines. And yeah, once we have all 120 shrines, it's Hyrule Castle, baby. Thank you guys for joining me, and I hope to see you next time. Later, y'all.